pumpkin, cinnamon, ginger, and warm fall spices baked into a rich, buttery cake with crunchy nuts on top. This is one of those desserts that fills the whole kitchen with that cozy cinnamon spice smell the second it goes in the oven. Warm, spiced pumpkin cake with a buttery, slightly crisp topping, best served with a big scoop of whipped cream. When you don't have time to make a whole pumpkin pie, this pumpkin dump cake is the next best thing. Dump it in and let the oven do the rest. Hey friends, you and I today are going to make a pumpkin dump cake. What I love about this cake is if I don't have time to make a pumpkin pie or I want something kind of pumpkin-y, pumpkinous, this dump cake I have in the oven within minutes. Takes a few ingredients. It's super easy, and you're going to be ready to have that fall recipe with this pumpkin dump cake. It is a lot of fun, pretty simple. Let's get into it. We begin the pumpkin dump cake by greasing a 9 by 13 baking dish. And I'm greasing it that old-fashioned way. Then we're going to take a mixing bowl and we're going to add 1 can of pure pumpkin into the mixing bowl. And that means it's not the pie mix, it's the 100% pumpkin puree. That's what you want to look for, not the pie mix. Then we're going to add in our evaporated milk. Right behind that, we will be adding in a sugar. Looks like a cup of sugar. Some cloves. Some cinnamon. And some nutmeg. How about that? That looks delicious. A little bit of salt goes in next. This is one of the easiest desserts you can make. We're going to add in some eggs here. We're going to mix this all together with a hand mixer in just one moment. But let's get back to the dump cake. When you do not have time to make a full pumpkin pie, this is the perfect solution. So I'm going to take my hand mixer now. And we're going to mix all of the ingredients together until they're well combined. And it's going to look like pumpkin. There we go. Look how orange that looks. This is a great fall recipe. Easy one to take to a potluck or a party or even just to make, to have at the house. Feed the family. Give them a fall treat, right? So I'm just going to kind of make sure that everything is kind of mixed well and combined there. Everything's off the edge of the mixing bowl there and mixed in. We're going to give it one more good round here with the hand mixer. And then we are going to start to assemble the dump cake. So here we go. We're going to just dump that whole pumpkin mixture right into that 9 by 13. Super easy dessert here. And sometimes, I mean, I love making pumpkin pies, but sometimes I just don't have the time to do all the crusts and all of that jazz. So this one's a perfect pumpkin treat. Now I'm going to take the yellow cake mix. I'm going to pour that all on top. Super easy. The whole cake mix goes right on top there. I'm just going to kind of spread it out a little bit. We don't want to mix it real hard. We just kind of want to make sure that the yellow cake mix is kind of spread throughout. Now, this is optional. I'm putting some crushed walnuts on top, but you do not have to put crushed walnuts on. It does make it the texture a little bit more crunchy. And then I'm going to put my melted butter right all over the top of the nuts. So it's just going to kind of seep into the pan. We're going to put our oven on at 350 degrees. This is going to go into the oven for about 50 to 55 minutes. Next up, I have a recipe card for you for the pumpkin dump cake. A great solution if you're not in the mood to make pies. Here you can take a quick screenshot with your device so you'll have the recipe for your personal use. And hey, listen, if you love cooking with me as much as I love cooking with you, please hit that like, subscribe, and the bell button so I can see a little bit more of you. Now, if you didn't capture this recipe card here, when I tossed it up in the middle of the video, the recipe card also will be at the very end of the video. Let's go taste. Hey, 'tis the season. Our pumpkin dump cake is all complete. Here it is. I did let it set out of the oven. Kind of sets up and firms up, and it's easier to cut. So we're gonna jump right in here and take a nice piece. House is smelling good. Here we go. Let's take, oh yeah, look at that. All that nice pumpkin, that yellow cake mix in there. I sprinkle nuts on the top, all that butter. And if you don't have time for the pie, you definitely have time for this. It was an easy, easy dump cake, right? It's so delicious. I got to get up all the bits at the bottom here. I don't want to leave that behind. Now, this is great with a little scoop of vanilla ice cream. It is great with a little scoop of Cool Whip, which I have here. So I'm going to put a little topping on mine. I mean, we're going to serve it up just like we serve up the pie, right? And then let's take a bite of this together. I wish I could just put this right through the screen for you so you could taste it. It is delicious. Pumpkin happens to be my favorite, so like I could eat this whole 9x13. Not a problem. It is so good. Now, the nuts are optional on the top. It does add a nice little element of a little bit more of a crunch to the dump cake, but it is pleasant. The pumpkin, the yellow cake mix, the Cool Whip on top, the sugar. I mean, tastes just like a great piece of pumpkin pie. So there we have it. There's our pumpkin dump cake, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.